Good morning. Today is, what's today, Charlie?
Today is Thursday, March 20th, 2025.
Thursday, March 20th, 2025. Oh, it's the 20th or the 21st?
The 20th.
It's the 20th. Charlie had a soccer game yesterday and they won. Big shout outs to them. That's beautiful, Charlie. That sunset picture you just took. That's beautiful. And you want me to show the people? That's pretty, right over there by the farm. And what else? Y'all, guess what? Guess what? We going camping. We going camping in June. I'm so excited. This is about to be like a new thing for me and my family. It's gonna be me, Mom, don't chicken out. Me, my mom, and Charlie. Charlie, don't chicken out. They the scaredest one. First camping trip. But, and y'all, we doing tent camping. We not glamping. We not staying in the cabin. I'm gonna sleep in my van, and I'm gonna buy a tent. And we're going to go to the Virginia Beach campsite. I became a member of the KOA, Camps of America. Yeah, I'm so excited. I wanted to, we going to 7-Eleven. I wanted to, thanks, you made me lose my train of thought. I wanted to, I was trying to put Charlie in camps this year, and I was like, dang, like, growing up, I used to go to overnight camps and stay for like a week or 2 weeks, or I used to always be in camp, and now it's really hard to get kids into camp, and it's expensive. So I said, instead, I'm gonna get some little work done on my van. Like, I need to get the AC fixed. I think I need an oil change and maybe a tune-up. And I'm gonna just take my van and go camping. Like, I'm not about to be slaving in no kitchen and with no oven baking cupcakes all summer long like I did last year and the year before last. Like, I want to enjoy. Like, we've been watching this one lady on YouTube, and she made a good point. She said you don't have to pay all those thousands of dollars for a little piece of heaven. All you have to do is go camping. You don't have to stay in a tent. You can stay in a cabin. It's still cheaper than going all out of town. You know what I mean? So, of course, I might stay in a cabin every now and again, but it's cheap. Like, it's $50 a night, $48 a night, $45 a night. And if you're a KOA member, you get a discount. And it's like only $35 a year. So I'm so excited. Yeah, I was up all night. God kept saying, go to sleep, girl, go to sleep. And I was like, one more thing, God, one more thing. I was looking at, I don't really know how to, I'm gonna buy a little generator or like a big electric box thing, so that I can like use a little griddle type thing. But I really don't know how to use those little propane small little, child, I have the whole campsite on fire messing around with me. So I do want to do like a grill. I think they got grills out there, but I do want to do, of course, some grilling, and then get like some I was looking at Blackstone, but they're too expensive. But some type of electric camping thing that has like a that I could plug my power box up to. See, my old van actually had outlets inside the van, so that was clutch. This don't have that. But yeah, so I'm so excited. When I told my mom, she said, how you gonna make our first camping trip a tent? Sometimes you just gotta go off on a whim. And it's so affordable. It's so affordable. So I think I'm gonna try to do 3 camping trips this summer. 10 camping in my van, maybe a cabin, and then maybe I don't know. We'll figure it out. But I do want to go to like the one in North Carolina. What else, y'all? I'm just so excited about it. Like, we're going camping. And you know, my platform in my back of my van was originally for a bed, because this is a sleeper van. They was transforming it into a sleeper van. They had like the nightstand. I cut half the nightstand off. Me and my mom did. You know, they had put some lights in it, and you could see the electrical wiring where they was trying to do something with it, but It never happened, I guess. But I got in my car a cushion. They was telling me about Temu. Temu still like confuses me, like Shein kind of pisses me off because there's a lot going on. So I was been on Walmart and Amazon, and I put a little bit of things in my car from off of Temu, but it kept making me do this security verification thing that kept interrupting my shopping. So that kind of like annoyed me. So I was just like, forget it. But why is this car going so slow? Patience, Shanti's patience. We going camping, and I got another big thing coming up in August, and I'm gonna tell y'all when it gets closer. What else? I had to take a mental health day yesterday from work. I went to the dentist. I had got some fillings done. I got my teeth cleaned. I forgot to floss. That pissed me off. I go for my orthodontic consultation on April 9th for some braces. Cause she tried to say, you don't really need braces. It's just a little bit crowding, and once you get that last wisdom tooth pulled, then it'll work itself out and yada yada yada. Yada yada yada. So I'm just like, I don't know. But we're gonna go ahead and mosey down the road. My homegirl just texted me and said she's not feeling too well. Sorry, I kind of zoned out. I made that chicken, broccoli, and rice casserole. It's good, but it's extremely, extremely cheesy. Like, you better make sure you find you a toilet afterwards cheesy. Or get you some ruffles, like some lettuce, to help break down some of that cheese. I paid off 2 credit cards, y'all. I've been trying to like save and pay off this debt that I have. I paid off 2 credit cards. I'm so proud of myself. I think I got like 2 more or 3 more to pay off. Thank the Lord. And I'm mad because when I had got attacked by the student at school, the school sent me to the hospital. Sent me to the urgent care. And I had a workman comp case. So why urgent care sent me the bill and was like, they've been trying to get in contact with DCPS, hot myself, for the case. And they said they could reach out to them 7 times. So they chopping it up as unreachable, and they put the bill on me. So I said, can you just bill my personal insurance? Because I also have tried to talk to somebody in the school and in central office about, the bill, but I don't want to be stuck with this bill. When I could have just presented y'all my regular insurance from day one. But she was like, and bad enough, y'all, I got Medicaid. I got Maryland Medicaid. So I'm like, Lord. So she said, we're going to submit Medicaid, give them 180 days. I'm still in the time frame to try to do a claim. So I'm hoping that, gosh gives me favor in this situation, because it's like I'm my credit score is going up. I'm saving my money. I'm paying off my debt. I called my student loan people. They say I'm still good. I'm not accruing any interest. Everything is just paused right now. I'm still looking good. So don't worry, don't stress. I'm doing so good. I'm just like, I do not need this. I don't know. I know at one point in time they were saying they were taking medical bills off. At one point in time they were taking medical bills off, or wasn't counting on your credit or something like that. Because I remember I owed a dentist and it was on my credit score, but then they took it off. So, but I don't want this on my credit score. Like, I don't want this, and I don't want to pay it, because I was like, okay, Shantisha, we'll just try to see if you come up with a payment plan. But I'm like, I don't want to pay that. I don't want to be stuck with that. It's not my fault that the kid attacked me. So, but let me get to work, y'all, and I'm about to hit up my homegirl, see how she doing, because she said she's not feeling well. So I'll be back. be over there by themselves. He don't know what's going on.
And then they can program them to be playing a separate game than they're
Snow White, Mufasa.
Turn right.
Okay, we're gonna turn right. Where we turn right at? Right there. Okay. Oh, it's good. Hey y'all, so we at the drive-through movie and we couldn't get the lights off. So now my mom is tying bags in front of the lights so that we could go see the movie. We're not the only ones that couldn't get the lights off. So the things you do for a little entertainment. Hopefully the movie starts at 7:45 and it's 7:20. We were trying to grab something from the concession stand, but I don't think we're gonna be able to. Lord, it's not working. Lately I've been getting irritated quickly, so now I'm just over it. Good afternoon, actually. It's 1:45 on Sunday. We're about to go have brunch. We went to church today. It was really nice. Yeah, it's really cold out here today. We're at the, I don't know what this is called, Columbia Town Center with all the restaurants. We're about to go to the Walrus Ale something. They have fresh seafood, cold drinks, burgers, and lobster rolls, y'all. So that's where we're about to go. I hope you guys are having a great Sunday. Church was really good. He spoke about kindness.
Me too.
What was your favorite part? Tommy, you gotta make that face. But I'm gonna connect with y'all when we get. Oh, this is an oyster and ale house. I love me some oysters and I wonder if they got mussels. We'll see. I'll be back. You ready?
Mom, is that going to be for decoration?
What?
The ice?
Keep them cold. That was good.
That worked it.
Vinegar. Red wine.
What's that?
What?
Oh,
Yes? Crackers.
crackers.
Which one you just ate? Good. Oyster crackers.
You want one?
Your bacon will be awesome.
It tastes like a regular cracker.
These supposed to be which ones?
These are the Sweet Jesus.
Sweet Jesus.
You ready for the big one?
What's the big one? These?
These some heavy ones.
Mom, is this grown-up ice?
Huh?
Is this grown-up ice?
You can have some, but it got oysters on it.
Is that what
Nah,
on
Chuck.
it?
There ain't some of this juice out of it?
I do.
Is that what on it? I'm going to try to put it from over here.
And it's got oysters on it, but go ahead. How you like it?
What you supposed to do with that?
What you about to do with the ice?
Don't eat it. It's seafood ice.
For the thing, what are you trying to do? You want some ice for your water? Okay, wait till they come out.
This one not bad either.
They just big.
I know it looked like pretty ice that you want to eat, but it's the seafood. So you get a taste of all of them, pretty much. The best three out of all of them.
I eat caviar.
The sweet, the brine, and the salty.
I look at my cutie patootie back here eating candy when she knows she's supposed to be eating candy. And she was just sick for how many days? Why would your daddy give you candy?
And if I can't be quiet.
Don't she look so cute? Give me a quick smile. Cute. You guys, we have arrived to our favorite spot. Secrets. Y'all see the sign? Yep. What shape that shit is? Yeah, let me see it. Charlie, it's nature. Can you be quiet? You've been talking for the last. Hold on.
Mom, is there a second?
You talk too much. He trying to grab your hand. Keep up. How's she getting too comfortable?
vlogging? You want to vlog? I already learned that you're at Bailey's house. Bailey, what are you doing to her? Oh my god! Oh my god, what is happening? What am I seeing right now? Oh my
Full lap concert downstairs.
It really is.
Like they hype.
Nora.
You got me.
You drunk? Oh, I put a little too much on my nose.
Nora, what is happening right now?
Nothing. That was my nose.
Mommy, want to say hi?
You talk to your friends while I enjoy my time.
I'll call you back. My phone is about to die at 2%. And yeah.
You see how she said I'm gonna call you back this time, all nice and happy? She could have said that for the other day. What the heck is that? I'm telling you.
We're at Ocean City.
Sorry, girl. I like when you say that.
Cha-ching, cha-ching. Bubbling,
I forgot
bubbling.
everything here is like, just like
Running in the world.
pork.
How about the price there? Yeah.
What if it's because you got a beach?
Cha-ching, cha-ching. Look, bubbling, bubbling. Look the world. Look the price.
That's how I know this last video. Like, you don't like mayo, we both like oysters. It's hard to find people that like oysters. That you like mushrooms. It's hard to find people that like mushrooms.
Got what I got.
Cha-ching, cha-ching. Bubbling, bubbling.
Had the accident. I remember she said that's the halftime. But this is the halftime. It's so cool right here.
They did some Green Day.
Hi guys, I'm taking over my mom's vlog. Wahahaha. And for this couple 1 minute or second, I'll tell you about myself. Hi, I am the Ugly Kid Factory Girl's mom, my daughter. I'm 7 years old. My birthday is January 29th. I was born in 2018. I'm in first grade. I'm in
Oh, the real secret is in Jamaica. You guys send a video to the group chat and say, Lil Puff at the let out. Hey y'all, so we are leaving Secrets at Ocean City. Always a lovely time. Too bad we had a little one with us.
Not being so mean.
We're not being mean, but they're open to 2 a.m. now because they're in their peak season. And it's really nice. So, we want to grab some ice cream. It was 80 degrees today, a cloudy 80, but it's cold right now. And, what's going on?
What?
Unlock the door. So, we about to get back up the road. We're about like 2.5 hours away from home. But it was lovely. I always like a good ride. Good food, of course. I had the seafood quesadilla with like crab and pearl or something like that. It was good, but it's very rich. And we already had 9 oysters a piece. Oysters was really good. We had steamed shrimp. And that's it. Charlie had the usual chicken tenders and fries. We had water. It was good. So, y'all, tell me why I had ordered Charlie some more clothes off of Old Navy and why I was sent to my old address. Now, my old address that I lived there when Charlie was like, before Charlie was even 1 year old, we lived there, and it was kind of like the hood. And if you're from the DMV, we lived in Kentland, okay? So, it said where it was delivered to, so I googled that address to see, and I paid 99 cents to see the residents that lived there. So I said, I googled the name that it said was that lived there, paid the 99 cents, and their number came up, and I found them on Facebook, but no response. So I called her, told her what happened, and he was like, we could just drive around there. And my mom was like, I would have been like, oh well, I would have had to reach out to customer service. But so we pull up, and her like, you want me to go or you gonna go? You want me to go or you gonna go? So I'm like, I don't know, because I'm hoping that, no offense to anybody, but I'm hoping that it's some foreigners that like understand, like, because they're usually nice, like, oh, I don't want it, what I'm gonna do with it? Us, we're gonna try to keep it, sell it, wear it. So we pull up and we was debating who gonna go. So he's like, if you scared, I could just go. So he was like, we both gonna go. So we both went up there, and the lady was like, who is it? I was like, Shantice, I think my package got delivered here. And so she opened the door, and she was like, what's your name? I was like, Shantice. So she had the package behind the couch, and she said she was trying to stay up to wait for, I think she said UPS, because she called them, let them know that a package got delivered to her house, and it wasn't her house. But she was really nice. She was a foreigner. She had an accent, a really thick accent. I want to say maybe, not like an island accent, but maybe more of like an African accent, I want to say. Really nice. And when I looked in the apartment, she had baby stuff in there, and I looked in the apartment because she was like so nice, like welcoming, very welcoming. I was like, this don't look nothing like how it looked when we lived here. And it's amazing how apartments get recycled. Like, somebody's always, I mean, some people might stay for a long time, but your apartment's always been, that unit, they're probably seeing how many different families coming in. And it's been decorated how many different times, but it brought back so many memories. Just being there or whatever. But y'all, I'm always doing something. So we was able to get the package back or whatever. And yeah, so I washed them clothes today. I think I'm gonna go to the laundromat to finish the rest of them clothes, because I don't feel like it. And what else? These my new glasses. I know I love me a cute pair of specs. But they so thick in my head, so tiny that they be hurting the back of my. And I went without no lashes or makeup today because I had a star growing on the side of my eye. My face has been breaking off really bad. So I said, let me just give it a break with the makeup. And I need to wash my makeup brushes. So, but that's it, y'all. Ooh, this hurt the back of my head. This hurt. We got some hair appointments coming up this week. But that's it, y'all. That's it. I'll let y'all know if something else pop off. Good morning, y'all. It is 7:25. 30 minutes late. 30 minutes late. Y'all, I can't believe it. It is Monday the 31st of March, y'all.
Tomorrow's April Fool's Day.
Tomorrow's April Fool's Day.
I have a great prank.
And ooh, April about to crush me. Like, April about to tear me up. I got so many orders to do in April, and I gotta work. Child. But be grateful. I got some great news on Friday regarding my employment, which I'm very excited about. What else? I did not know Ocean City was very Republican. It was Trump everywhere. Everywhere. But yeah, I watched this movie yesterday. It was called Trial by Fire, about the Todd Willing something. That was a true story. You know I like a true story. And how he was in Texas with his wife and 3 daughters. And the 3 daughters died in a house fire, and he had to do life, which he got the lethal injection. And he had met a pen pal through like one of them agencies that link you up with a pen pal. And her name was Elizabeth, I believe. And she was working to help him. She wasn't a lawyer or anything, but she became friends with him. And she was working to help him prove his innocence. And I think it was like 20 days. She started like getting really into it like 20 days before he got his date to be put to death. And yeah, it was just such an emotional movie. Oh, what's cool? My IG's on something. It was such an emotional movie, y'all. Like, of course, I was getting teary-eyed. But, you know, and then I had to do my research because it's so much controversy surrounding it. Like, of course, I looked at the wife, the ex-wife, and she believed he did it intentionally. But, I don't know. They had a rocky marriage. And she said for the first whatever amount of time she didn't think he did it intentionally. But I do think he had some type of mental whatever. But y'all, it was just crazy. And so he did get put to death. And just to watch him go through all that, like I said, I don't know what really happened. There's always multiple sides to a story, but how do y'all feel about the state putting inmates to death? Like, I do understand, like, you do the crime and you did a heinous crime, so, you know, you have to pay for that. But I also believe, like, you're trying to be God by trying to kill somebody, especially when they're not given a fair trial, especially when it's tons of innocent people been given life sentences or been put to death by the state. Watch it on Netflix, y'all. Watch it on Netflix. It's called Trial by Fire. And man, very emotional movie. They say he was very satanic. So sad. It's really sad. But yeah, so I cooked. I twisted up my hair. Charlie had got bubbles. I washed all the clothes and covers and towels. I didn't clean up. But I got a big chunk of stuff done. So I'm really proud of myself for that. Traffic is pretty light. Thank you, Jesus, because I did, you know, and that was in my mind, because Charlie's stomach been hurting, so she had to use the bathroom this morning. So in my mind, I was like, oh my gosh, here we go. But then I felt God put a sense of peace over me and was like, it's okay. It's okay. And so far, it's looking like it's okay. You know? I won't be extremely late, but, you know, and you know, if your baby is not, stomach is hurting, they gotta move some bowels, but I mean, you can't rush it. And that's what I had to tell myself, like, I had to tell myself, it's okay, she has to use the bathroom, it's fine. So, but remember when I told you guys it was gonna be a part 2, or to be continued when I was talking to you guys in the dining room in like 2 vlogs ago? So, I got transferred to a different classroom. Wasn't too happy about it. Blah, blah, blah. Got over it. Cool. So, I was trying to get my windows tinted on a van. I was trying to get the windows tinted on my van to help with the coolness in the summertime. And also, Harry was going to give me a car wash. So, he was going to drive his truck to the school, grab the van, X, Y, and Z. So I had to step out the classroom to meet him to give him the keys. And when I met him, he had come on y'all, let's do it. I felt like one of my doors unshut, but anyway, when I had met him, he had got me like a drink and some chips or whatever. And I came back in the classroom. Mind you, the new class I'm in, I know the other aide, but I never really, I seen the core teacher around, but I never really had the chance to really talk to her. I didn't have a relationship with her like I had with my other classroom, my other core teacher. So it was brand spanking new. So never really had a in-depth conversation with her. Never had everything was very surface level, you know, very, you know. So my other classroom, the other aide, which I consider her my homegirl now, and the other core teachers, they knew what I've been going through, you know, within my marriage, and they knew that, you know, the timing of me coming to work there and the time of me separating with her, it was all simultaneously, you know. But anyway, so I came back in the classroom and I was like, and the other aide that's in the new classroom, she knew me because, you know, she had Charlie before. She knew me from Charlie, and then she knew me from when I worked at Starbucks. So, and she also knew me because of my stepdaughter or whatever. So she already knew her, blah, blah, blah. So I came in there with my stuff, and I made a little joke like my baby daddy or my ex-husband or something like that with my stuff. So the other aide that, you know, me and her wasn't like friends, but she knew of me. She was like, oh, I was about to say, and then the core teacher, she was sitting at her desk, and she, you know, she was like this, and she did a little smile or whatever, and so she was like, okay. So I think I don't know how she started off the conversation, but she said, I'm gonna come and sit beside you and talk to you because I don't want to yell across the room. So I was like, okay, she's an older lady. I think she said she is 60 something like that. So she came and sat beside me, and she said, you know, I'm pro-marriage, and I'm not discrediting whatever you and your husband has been through, but I'm pro-marriage. I'm divorced. And Charlie, I don't think your door shut all the way. I'm divorced, and I was forced to be divorced. And when I got divorced, I cried every single day. And divorce is hard. So she said, you know, have you guys ever talked about getting back together or working it out, blah, blah, blah. So I was like, no, not really. It's kind of still fresh. In the beginning, we made it very clear that, you know, it's a wrap. We have just finally got to the point where we could actually communicate with each other or whatever. It's been very hard, and I will be scared to like kind of work it out because, you know, everything feels so good right now. Like it's like everything seems so perfect as it is or whatever. So she said, well, because I had made references about God before, and she had Sue in the classroom. So she said, you know, if you're a believer and you want to do things like Christ would, you should look at your marriage how Christ looked at us. hurt Christ all the time in some of the most wickedest ways, and he still gives us grace, and he still gives us love. He still shows us love, and you know, I think that's what we should do in our marriage. So the whole time I'm just quiet. Mind you, this is in the classroom, doing class time, and she's not loud. She's whispering to me because I sit in the back of the classroom, so she's, you know, talking very low to me, and the other aide was helping the students. So she said, Charlie, try to open your door and close it real quick. Wait. Okay, go. Slam it hard. Okay. Maybe it's the back door. But so she said, you know, you have to give God a chance to work on your marriage, and you have to meet him where he is. So I said, well, no, she said you have to meet him where he is. She said, I said, well, I think he needs some counseling, some therapy. And I would need some counseling, some therapy. And I think it would take God to, you know, and she said, no, you have to meet people where they are. I'm pretty sure you're not easy to be with. I'm pretty sure you have flaws. I'm pretty sure it's things that you do that he does not speak of that probably hurts him, or whatever, that he probably think you need some type of help or something for. Sometimes you can't say he has to go to therapy in order to be with me, and you can't say he has to go to church in order to be with me. So I said, okay. So she said, I'm not telling you what to do. I just thought I should give you some advice. And then she said, what else did she say? She said, I like to look at things like this. If it's extremely easy for you to do it, you shouldn't do it. If it's hard for you to do it, if it's hard for you to make that decision, if it's hard for you to come up, then that's something you probably should do. Because then when you do that, it allows God to actually do it with you. It actually allows God to help. It allows you to see God as your support, as the only person you had, because you can't. It would allow you to see that you would not be able to do this without God. So if it's easy, you can do it on your own, you feel like it's whatever, then it's probably not something you should do because you don't need God. And God, we are supposed to rely on God for every single thing, every aspect of your life. I don't care if it's money, finance, work, what you gonna wear today. I don't care what it is. You need God. What it is, finding a doctor, finding a school for your kids, anything. So if it's hard for you to do by yourself, if it's hard for you to understand, if it's hard for you to, then that's probably what you should do. So I said, okay, I'm listening. She said, I mourned every day after my divorce, and I said, I completely understand. I said, there'll be times where I will be so sad because it feels like grief. I told her that, you know, me and Harry have been together for almost 10 years now. Next year we'll make 10 years. We've been married for 2 years. Oh my gosh, we had some amazing times together. If you ask me, the good times outweigh the bad, but the bad times were bad. The bad times were like, oh my gosh, I don't know how I can, and not just him, but you know, the dynamic of the family, and it's just a lot. And so you know, I told her, and I was going through my old phone, which is now Charlie's phone, yesterday, and I came across some messages from me and Harry from 2014, April, I think it was like April 11th, 2014. Some text messages. So I was still in college during that time. So you know, he's been in my life for a very long time, even back in high school in 2006. did their birthday cake. They had just turned 3. Got in their car and got in the back seat. I had a red Malibu at the time, burgundy Malibu. They got in the back seat and did little Chucky Sales singing Frozen. Cute as a button. So they're 12 now. 12. Well, they'll be 12 in June. So it's been a long time. It's been a long time. And so I say all that to say, at the church, I've been praying for my marriage and my family for a very long time. For years. I've been praying for my relationship with Harry. You know, I've been praying for a very long time. So one day I was in the back and I was cleaning out Harry's stuff that he left in the back, and he had an index card, a prayer index card, and it said, I want to be a better father and a better husband, and I want to be able to provide. And I screenshot it and I sent it to him. Then I was in the front part of, you know, I live in the basement, so the front part is where I have the couch, and my prayer card was just sitting there. Don't know how it got there, don't know where, you know, it was just sitting there, and it says, God, please heal my broken heart. And then it said, I'm praying for my husband. I put Harry forename on the prayer card, and it was just sitting there. And I looked at it, and I kind of like chuckled a little bit, because I found Harry prayer card, you know, way before I see my months had passed, and I kept asking God to give me like a sign, like, God, I need a sign on what I should do. I'm confused. I don't know what I should do in my marriage. I don't know what I should do, you know. I don't know what's going on with us. My baby girl is going through it. She's really hurt. We trying to co-parent to make it a little bit easier. But every time he leaves, like, Charlie is sad. I keep asking, is he leaving? It's a whole big mess. So I seen that card and I chuckled. And I'm still like, and no, we wasn't having like big arguments with me and her, even though we were separated. It would still be like resentment or like ill feelings a little bit. Then we joined a finance class together or whatever, and it was for married people through the church. And, you know, straight up told them, hey, you know, what's wrong, Charlie? If you hurt, told them straight up, you know, we live separately right now because we're in the middle of a separation. We don't know what's going on. One of our biggest issues was finances. You know, join the finance group. We had only went to 2 classes, I believe. Missed the 3rd class. I don't know why. I guess, I don't know, because it's kind of hard to operate because it's a finance class for married people, so it's kind of hard to operate when you're not living as such. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, what are we doing? So then after that, that's when the core teacher had to talk with me, and I just laughed because I was so upset about leaving my original class. And in my original class, I love them girls to death. Like, I love them. We might hand out fricks and fracks, but I really enjoy my classroom. The old classroom was all for separation, which, hey, I'm not mad at. From your own experiences, I can understand why you would say that. I was so against going to that classroom. But you never know why God could put you somewhere and put you around certain people. You never, ever know. I never thought that teacher would come and have any type of conversation with me about my marriage, about God. And the way she just talked to me, it was like as if I was talking to an auntie or a family member. It just felt so genuine and real. After she had, it was like an angel, because after she had that conversation with me, she has never said anything else to me about my personal life. So I said, okay, God. Okay, this is the second, and this is also the second person that I barely talked to or know in the school that has talked to me about my marriage. Another lady, I had went to her, this is what I was talking about in the other video. I had went to her and told her, because when I didn't have when my van was down, her was gonna ride back off to work. We parked behind this lady. This lady, I always like admire her. She always carries herself with so much poise at school. Like, just, you can tell when somebody have an anointing on them, or when somebody is walking with the Lord, when somebody is a light. They just carry themselves differently. And I asked my old core teacher about her, and she told me about, telling me about the lady or whatever. So I was telling her, because right before we put up behind her, I had a very brief conversation with her in the lobby. She was telling me and my homegirl about, small talk about her children, her husband, blah, blah, blah. So I was walking past her classroom. I forgot why, but I had stopped there and was like, hey, how you doing? I just want to tell you that our conversation that we had last time, it was very brief, but it was very inspiring about your family. And that's when she started talking to me, and she was like, listen to me. You pray for your marriage. You pray about your marriage. And you let God work. Nothing is too complicated for God. You don't listen to nobody else. Don't listen to nobody else but God when it comes to your family, your household, and your marriage. Nobody knows more about that than you and God. And if you're going to talk to somebody about your marriage, make sure that they're married, they have been through some things, they're seasoned, and that they're not telling you to automatically get a divorce. And I told you that I had a friend who was so adamant to tell me divorce. And I was going right along. Those Trey Bosses are beautiful. And I was going right along with it, because I felt like, and I felt like her marriage looks perfect. So, Anyways, so mind you, the lady that told me that, I don't have constant communication with her. I just told her, she spoke with me, and then I think the next day after I seen her, she gave me a hug, and that was it. Back to my current situation. So I say all this to say, like, you never know why, because I was really kicking and screaming leaving that classroom. I did not want to leave. And I honestly believe God had to remove me from my environment that I was in to place me into a different environment. Both of my core teachers have both been divorced. My other core teacher has been remarried. I believe my first core teacher, she was married. Well, however, divorced. She's with a new husband. My now core teacher, divorced and not remarried. Two different perspectives on marriage. Both are believers. And I truly believe God has a bigger plan for us. And God sees things before we see it, understands more than we can understand. I didn't know exactly why. I didn't understand. I thought I was being treated unfairly. I thought, why me? So bitter, so angry, embarrassed a little bit because everyone asked you what's going on, like you're the problem. God said, no. It's beyond the school and the classroom, baby girl. It's beyond that. I need you to talk to somebody else. I need to speak to you through somebody else about your situation. You keep asking me for signs. You keep asking me what I should do. And I keep showing these little things, but you're not getting it. You're not grasping it. Your heart's still a little hard, okay? You're not really believing. So I need to remove you from that environment. Not to mention it, I be cutting up in that environment. Listen, y'all, I cuss up. I love the Lord, but I cuts up. Okay. Once me and my homegirl get the cracking the jokes don't stop. Okay. I can't do that downstairs in my new classroom. I can't cut up like how I want to. But God said I need to remove you from that environment. Okay. You're not gonna understand it now. You're gonna be upset. You're gonna think, oh, it's me. Why this, why that? But I need to remove you from that environment for a reason. Okay? Hear me when I say, I don't just do things just to do it. I didn't bring you this far for something that's not gonna work out in your favor. Okay? So it's beyond the classroom. It's beyond the students. It's about you, because right now you're fighting for your life with your marriage. You're fighting for your life with your family. So even after she had talked to me and I sat and listened, I still was like, And of course, every time you go to church, they're going to speak. And then somebody speaking to you. And he like, you pray for your marriage. And, you know, God can turn y'all stone hearts. He can soften it. But you got to give God a chance. You didn't consult it with everybody. That ain't got nothing to do with what you got going on. Don't talk to nobody that hasn't been married or that's had a bitter, nasty divorce. They won't understand. Don't talk to a non-believer. And just because they say they believe Christ, they follow Christ, they do this, they do that. Be careful who you talking to. Be careful who you talking to. Okay? Be careful who you talking to. I'm not saying that my separation wasn't good, because we needed that separation. We needed that separation, that quick time apart. I feel like we really did need that. But I can't just say I give up without giving God a chance. I didn't talk to everybody else. And I honestly believe I was scared to really be honest and truthful with my marriage and ask God to heal my marriage truthfully, like wholeheartedly. Like I would write it down, I would say it. But at the end of the day, I'd be like, I'm okay if this joint don't work, I'm okay. I'm good. You know, that black independent woman syndrome. I'm good. I'm okay. Because this. I got a whole laundry list. I'm good. I'm good. Ooh. Boo. Because I knew what God was gonna say. I knew. Then I went back to my book with Lisa Turkish and about forgiveness, and she wrote a very I didn't even get to finish it, but she wrote a very transparent book about how she had to forgive her husband because her husband was a Christian family. Her husband was pretty much living a completely different life, cheating on her with another woman. And I just kept saying, girl, it's no way. It's no way. And people say that about my marriage. You know what I'm saying? We so quick to say it couldn't be me until it was you. And I'm not saying that Harry was cheating on me, but I'm just saying, we are so quick to say it couldn't be me until it's you. Or you look at everybody else's situation and you like, knowing daggone well your situation needs Jesus right now, needs the holy oil. Okay. And I was reading that book and I was like, how did you, first of all, how did you face this head on? And how did you allow God to make a decision about your marriage? Because me, I would personally be like, I think I personally would be like, baby, it's no way. Like, the Bible clearly states infidelity is an absolute no. So she expressed in the book, it wasn't something easy. It took God. And that goes back to what my core teacher was saying, how if it's something easy to do, the easiest thing to do is to walk away. Come on now. Be done with it. The hardest thing to do is to face that person that hurt you the most, to forgive them and choose to love them despite the betrayal, the lies, the secrets, could you imagine, like, so I'm not there yet, and I have told her, we have to talk about our marriage. I'm not there yet, and I pray that, you know, God works on me and work with me. And I'm not saying to empty my heart, because I don't think, because you can forgive, but you don't forget. I don't know, but because I just feel like this. Once you have given a person, a family, your everything, your love, your, you know, and you just like, dang, like, once that betrayal come, it's just like, dang, man, like, you really hurt me. I don't know how much, I will only need God. And I guess that's what my core teacher was getting at when she said about if it's hard to do, that's what you need to do. Because think of the powerful testimony on the opposite side of that. Like, if you only knew what I went through to get here, if you only knew what we went through to get here, you know what I mean? Like, man. And nobody gonna understand your story. Nobody gonna understand your decision. People might not even talk to you because of your decision. And you have to be okay with that, because at the end of the day, you know you're doing what God told you to do. You're doing what's right. And it's going to be a journey, for sure. For sure, it's going to be a journey. Nothing easy about it. So, but I just arrived to my destination, y'all. So,
Bye. Bye.
Bye. Hey y'all. So I'm trying to zoom to this hair appointment. I'm getting ready to go to the beach. Last minute spontaneous thing, decided to go to the beach, drive to the beach, right? I was supposed to get a silk press, but I was like, damn, I'm going to the beach. Ben booked my hair appointment. Charlie just got her hair done yesterday. So, man, I took Charlie yesterday. I was like, girl, do you know me spontaneously said he was gonna go to the beach? And I'm like, dang, I'm getting a silk press. But I was like, girl, I said, I just keep them in pink curls and not get my hair wet. She said, girl, just come and get two cornrows for free tomorrow. And then come back to your silk press. I was like, I know you lying. She said, girl, take your blessings. Oh, I need some gas too. She said, girl, take your blessings. Now I hate rushing because I had to bake this morning too. So I told to my mother, I brushed my teeth, but I forgot the floss. And I washed my face, and I put some snail mucus something on my face, but I forgot to put the snail mucus lotion. So I put like the snail mucus gel on my face, but I forgot to put the lotion. And now look, my face dry as hell. So I'm about to hurry up. The shop only like 7 minutes away. So I'm about to hurry up, go there, put some stuff on my face, floss, do these cupcakes up real quick and be done. Bye. Good morning. Yeah, I'm headed Mattel gave me a facial, my first facial ever. This is Self-Care Monday. And I got a facial today. I got a massage today. It's no school or work today. We got a mental health day. Thank you, Lord. So, I'm gonna go, you know, I ain't put no lotion on my face. I didn't wash. Charlie, lower your voice just a little bit. I ain't put no lotion on my face. I ain't washed my face because I'm about to go and get me a facial. But come a little closer. I gotta tell y'all something. I just came back from the beach. It was a lovely time. It was 24 hours at the beach. Somebody said I put too much of my business out here. And they was like, I shouldn't say nothing, but it was lovely. It was lovely. It was so fun. Went to this bomb restaurant called Noisy Oysters. I'm in love with oysters. I love oysters. I love mussels. I love clams. I love crawfish. They had it all. It was so yummy, 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 yummy. And as many times I have been to this beach, I never, you know, I'm gonna find me a good food spot. I never heard of this place. And I wanted to show you guys, but I was trying to keep my business, I guess. But it was so yummy, yummy, yummy. It was so good. It was jam-packed though. But service was great. It was so good. Look it up. Noisy Oysters. That was bomb. Shout out to my hairstylist for giving me these 2 cornrows for free. I appreciate you, sis. That was a blessing. Charlie got her cornrows. She looked real cute. I'm gonna show y'all her cornrows. They're so nice and neat. She got some stitch braids. So I just wanted to check in with you guys. I've been doing my thing, y'all. My credit score has gone up 50 points. I'm so proud of myself. Like, I am determined that I am going to reach the goals that I have. Like, I just opened up an investment account. I'm so excited about that. You guys, download the Fidelity account. I had just been blessed to have people around me that knows a little bit more than I do about monies and how to invest and save your money. And I'm so new to this, but I've been just trying to learn more. So I've been downloading the Fidelity account because my friend's husband was telling me about it. And then when I was at Starbucks, they did everything through Fidelity. So
watch out, vehicle on shoulder ahead.
I just literally opened up an investment account with Fidelity.
In half a mile, use the right 2 lanes to exit right. Then stay to the left.
I already, of course, you know I got my retirement stuff through the school, which is, it's a government account. But I also have my own personal accounts through Fidelity as well with it, which is a Roth account and another traditional IRA account. And what else? I've been paying off them credit card bills. I don't think I will get another credit card.
Exit right to I-95, I-495 through toward Richmond, Baltimore. Then use the left 2 lanes to stay to the left to I-295 north toward Washington.
Hold on, y'all. Okay, now I know where I'm going. I have to come back. So, yeah, I just been trying to stay focused and just, you know, I mean, look, I don't know if I told y'all this before, but I've been really praying on my mind and my words. Because I told y'all I be cutting up. Did I tell y'all that before? If you know me, you know me. I be cutting up. Listen, I be cutting up. And I really need to stop because I said what comes to my mind. And I like to, and I'm very lighthearted. I'm a lighthearted person, and I love hard, but I'm always jokey. And I think I get it from my dad, because my dad played too much too. My mom more on the serious side, but my dad, he play around a lot. And my brother, we play around a lot. And I play around a lot. So I crack a lot of jokes. I do. And sometimes the jokes would be a little harsh. And And I need to stop that. I really be praying. Then when I get around my homegirl, it's like our minds be in sync. So when I think something, she already know what I'm thinking, and then we gotta discuss it in the text messages, and we be having to put the invisible ink in the text messages because we know we cut it out.
Watch out, vehicle on shoulder ahead.
So y'all pray for me that my thoughts are like the Lord thoughts, and I stop cutting up like that because I be cutting up, and it be all like jokes and stuff. But like how my mom always says, it's always a little truth in a joke. But yeah. Anyways, I've been just enjoying life. I'm so excited about camping. Super excited about that. I'm taking my mom camping for her birthday. We're going to the Big Georgia. Oh Lord. Hold on y'all. Ooh. We're going to the Big Georgia for camping. I'm trying to debate, do I want to go camping, because there's one campsite in Chesapeake Beach. They have a campsite, and they can provide you with these glamping tents. That's like, it's really like Pocahontas type vibe. I really want to do that. It's kind of pricey, but they have a limited amount, and so yeah, I checked back. I only got one left, and I'm not 100% sure if that's what I want to do. So I didn't book it, but this summer's gonna be camping because you know I'm a KOA member. I'm so excited. My other friend, she been getting all her stuff. Like, she been racking up, and I was like, send me a picture of what you got so I can get. I just bought some frozen fruit and some water because I'm trying to drink like a gallon of water a day, and I'm also trying to like detox because I need to detox bad. So I'm going to be making some smoothies. I'm not going to just drink smoothies all day and protein shakes, because once you do that and you start back eating regular food, then you blow up like a hot air balloon. I'm not trying to do that. Maybe like a meal a day with like a healthy salad or like protein and veggies. If I eat rice, it'll be like brown rice. I did buy some potatoes because my doctor did say, you know, a potato or something like that, or a sweet potato is good. But try to stay away from like the noodles, pasta, stuff like that. So well, let me see. I'm gonna say at the end of May, I'm gonna drop some news that I'm so excited about. Something I never did before. And that's it, y'all. I just been trying to really like lock in and smash my goals. Church, even though I was at the beach, I did watch church online. It was really good. My finance group ends on Wednesday, and they ordering some cupcakes for the last class, which is exciting. Like, life is just about networking, y'all. Like, you have to network and connect and talk to other people. And honestly, you could be smart as a whip. You can have all the knowledge in the world, but if you don't connect and talk and meet with other people, I truly believe you won't get that far in life. Like how my pastor always say, God did not make us to be just alone and solitude by ourselves. Like, all I need is Jesus. No, that's not all you need. You need Jesus and Jesus people. You need God and God's people. That's why God has blessed so many people with so many. Who is this? Kelsey. Hold on, y'all. Good morning, y'all. So I went for my facial yesterday and my massage. Child, why Why pain? How I say pain is beauty or beauty is pain? Child.
What do you think?
Listen. I gotta go back for another full, I keep wanting to say extraction, but she got a, so I forgot what it's called. I got micro something. But she has to go back and finish, because she said my pores are like really clogged. So she had this tool and she was like scraping my face and ooh, it was painful. So she said when I come back, she'll numb my whole face and finish unclogging the pores. And then she got like this little electric thing and she was rolling it all over my face. And then she put me underneath this little clear hood that shot out oxygen and mist and steam and all that. And all I kept saying was, baby girl, be careful with the edges, because I just got these 2 cornrows for free. And then it took 90 minutes. So I go back in a month for another 90 minutes. She said don't use CeraVe. It's the worst. And I'm just gonna say it's the worst for me. If you use CeraVe and it works for you, cool, but she told me not to use CeraVe. I was using the snail line, the CSROX, I think that's what it is, off of Amazon. She said that's okay. Just don't use the moisturizer, because the moisturizer is for oily skin. So she got me something. I bought a moisturizer out of there that was for dry skin. I put that on today. I didn't put no makeup on today because I'm trying to let my face breathe. Because baby girl, it went through a lot yesterday. So, I want to be able to keep up with this. Of course, your first initial appointments are a little pricier because it's your first time. Then after that, it's just maintenance, which is way cheaper than your first initial time. I also went for a massage, and the massage was great. It was a full body massage, even though I believe, because I got all this off of Groupon, and I believe I was supposed to have got hot stones, but I never felt a hot stone on my back. I know she didn't do a hot stone. And it was good though. It was cool. But y'all, I told y'all I'm a fool. Good job. So I had this stuff in my face shoe. I was already like, girl, be careful with the edges, because you know you're doing a whole bunch of steaming and y'all a little rough. So it is traffic and I don't have no gas. So I go get the massage. She said she had to put me in the front room because the back rooms wasn't clean, whatever. So it sounded like New York outside. I was in Alexandria, Virginia. And then she was on my back. She cracked my back. It felt good. She was like, okay, I need you to turn over. So I turned over and she started massaging my shoulders, and then she goes to start beating on my forehead like it was Congos. So I'm like, hold on, wait a minute, ma'am. And I think she was like Ethiopian or something. So I'm like, hold on, wait a minute. First off, I just got a face shoe. And then second of all, you beating on my forehead like you beating on some drums. What's going on? So, and once again, I'm also like, watch for the hair, because she a little rough. She just flipping my hair side to side. And I don't know why sometimes I feel like a massage can be torture, like it can be painful until it's over, and then you're like, oh, I feel good. So my eyes was closed, and then when she got the beating on my forehead, I like did like that or whatever. She's like, you okay? So I was like, yeah, I'm okay, but that just caught me off guard. I ain't never had nobody beating on my forehead like that. I know it's big, but dang, you beating on my forehead. So she moved down to my legs and my toes or whatever. And you know, I'm always commando, so I'm just like, Lord. So she get the massage in my thighs. I said, well, good God, you almost in my butt crack. And then she get to my toes. Toes ain't done. Toes about crusty. And I'm like, Lord, but she ain't care. She was massaging those toes and got down. She was massaging those toes so good. She got into the crevices. She even started rubbing on the toenails. And I was just praying they don't cut her. But it was amazing. It was good. It was a good self-care day. Of course, I had Charlie with me. And that was a whole nother story. It was no school, because I told y'all they gave us mental health day. So it was no school, which was great. But it's school today, and I need gas, and it's like tons of traffic. So, but I just wanted to come on here and tell you guys about yesterday. And when I came home, literally, oh yeah, I made Charlie dinner late, but literally came home and went to sleep. I was asleep the whole entire evening. Woke up, made Charlie some chicken, potatoes, and broccoli. Laid back down and went back to sleep until this morning. And I feel like I could go back to sleep. And I don't want to say I'm tired, but I'm just so lax that I could just, and it's cold out here too, that I could just curl back up in my bed and go back to sleep. But next week is spring break. Hallelujah.
No, next year is Kentucky.
Next week.
Next week is Kentucky.
Next week is spring break, and we're going to Kentucky road trip. So let's see where we've been so far on these road trips. We've been to Hershey World in PA. That was about 3 hours, I think. We've been to Massanutten in Virginia. That was about 3 hours. We just came back from Ocean City. That was about 3 hours. Just came back from Myrtle Beach. That was about 6 hours. About to go to Kentucky. That's 8 hours. Where else? Then
The Glocks.
we didn't go to the Glock. Oh, we went to West Virginia back in November. That's like 3.5 hours. Then we're going to Virginia. Yeah, we're going camping in Virginia Beach in June.
So that's
Yeah. Then we're going camping in Georgia.
in May.
No, we're going camping in Georgia for me, my birthday. Yeah. I was trying to think. So, but I want to close out this vlog. Happy Monday. Nice seeing you. I hope it was nice seeing me. I got me a facial. It's some self-care. Now I'm about to go and ride down the road. You said what?
It's late today.
She said slay today. I don't know what that means, but
That means gonna make it perfect.
ride down the road and make a little bit of chatter to make the day better. So I'll holler at y'all on the flip side. Oh, they got a nice little black fence. I'll holler at y'all on the flip side. Be good, be safe. Peace. Come on, Charlie. Now look at her cute little hair. Look how she acting. Say good morning. Say good morning. She ain't never happy, y'all. Bye, Charlie.